Thank you for reading it. So let's find out what this technique is and what you need to do. Now, there are a few important things you need to know. This technique can be used on one fear only. So you take one fear at a time, work on it, and then once it's gone, pick another fear and use this technique again. Now, take one glass of water and keep it next to you. And I want you to keep one pen and one paper on the other side of you. You can sit down on a chair or on a sofa, or you can sit down on bed, whichever you find easy to do it. But sit down and keep these two things with you. Now, take one deep breath. You need to fill your tummy and fill your chest. Let it expand a little bit. And once it's full, then you need to exhale from your mouth. Now, do it one more time. One more deep breath. You need to make sure you're not stressing yourself. You need to relax yourself in the process of doing these deep breathings. Now, take the third deep breath. Now, I want you to pick one fear you want to work on. If you got many fears to work on, pick the one which is bothering you the most. Next step, what you need to do is now think about a time when you encountered this fear. If it's very recent, then that's good because the memory is very fresh. You need to think about that incident when this fear occurred. You need to go back to the time before that fear part where the triggers happened. You need to understand what triggers were there. What did you hear? What did you feel? What did you see? Or what you felt by touch or by smell or by a sound or somebody's act? What was that trigger? Then you need to very clearly see that. Now, when I'm saying it, see that, that means I'm keeping my eyes open, but I can literally see that like a movie. You need to see that. You need to see what exactly happened, how it happened, what emotions you felt in your body. Did your body felt cold, hot, normal, some pain anywhere in the body, or some stiffness, anything, whatever you felt? You need to replay that whole scene in front of you. From the beginning, before the triggers happened, till the point where you got really fearful, and till the very end when the fear went away and you are actually safe. You don't have that fear anymore. Till that point, you need to watch the full movie. Like the movie you see, you need to watch that fully. Relive that incident again. Now, I want you to take deep breath again. You may not be able to take the deep breath, but you must take a deep breath now. Do it 3 times. So do it one more time with me. Now pick up that glass which you got next to you and take few sips. Now pick up the pen and paper you have on the other side and write down a number from 1 to 10, how intense that fear was, how much you felt it. You felt it 10 out of 10, very, very frightened, or you had 8 or 7 or 6, whatever number was that. Be honest and write it down. And now put it back. Now what I want you to do is imagine yourself sitting in that chair and you have a very big screen in front of you. Now it's like 52-inch television. Now it's in front of you, and you're sitting on your sofa where you're sitting right now. And now I want you to run that movie, which you just saw, on that screen, in black and white, not in color, in black and white. Now, what you need to do is you need to keep your chin a little higher. So TV is not in front of you, is little higher. Not too high. You don't want to create yourself discomfort. So stay comfortable. That's the key point. Keep the screen a little higher and watch the movie again. Now you are watching from outside that movie, which is the incident you relived just moments ago. Now you are also in that movie acting, or you are also in that movie experiencing it. But now you're also watching sitting on your chair. So watch that movie happening in black and white as it happened. Now watch it until the very end scene where you are safe. And now you pause. Now what I want you to do is imagine yourself getting into that movie again. So you are going into that movie. Imagine you are in the movie now. And now what I want you to do is rewind the whole movie. Rewind the whole movie from that scene to the very first beginning scene. But you need to do it very fast. 16 times, 32 times faster. Just rewind it. Zzz. Reach to the first point. Now you need to come out of that movie again. Okay? And now this time I want you to do is fast forward that movie. Again, pause on the last scene where you were safe. Now get back into that movie again. Go to the last scene. And this time I want you to rewind the movie so fast that the whole movie, which is the whole incident, finishes in 2 seconds or less. So good. Now come back to your chair and just relax. You can take another sip of water, or you can do another deep breath exercise. Final stage. What you need to do now is think about a future scenario. A scenario where you think this may happen again. You need to think it very clearly. Same triggers which happened in this incident you just saw. Same triggers are coming up again in future, next day, or a week later, or a month later, or a year later, whenever you can think of. Think of a scenario and see what is happening. Think about it. Feel, hear those sounds, feel those sensations, smell those things, whatever you're smelling in the last scene, and try to see that this incident is happening again in future. And how are you feeling now? You need to think about all your feelings in the same way, but notice how they are feeling now. I'm sure you will say, they're not that intense. Or you may say, I don't really feel anything. Or you may say, I think there is something little bit I can feel, but not much. What you need to do is pick up the pen and paper again, write down the score again. Check the score. If it's 0, then bravo, you did it. That fear is gone. You're free now. Or if that score is between 1 and 5, then do those exercises again. The same whole procedure, do it one more time. You can do it now, immediately, or you can do one today, one tomorrow, or one day after as well. But repeat the process. Remember, peel the onion skin one by one, and it will go away. You need to have the faith, you need to have the belief, but you need to do the exercise as well. So work on this. If you find it that the score is 5 or above after this exercise, do it at least 2 more times. 2 more times. That means 3 full rounds, and see what the score is. I'm sure it must be 0. Namaste.